What's good, everybody? Thank you yet again for tuning into the channel. This time we're back to talk about the Nike clearance release of the Travis Scotts that occurred yesterday, September 13th. Nike clearance release Travis Scotts, Win Like 96 11s, and also Gatorade 6s. Also, they had International Flight Jordan 3s, they had Michigan 12s, and they had Class 06 Jordan 10s. Before I touch on any of that, I want to give a big shout out to Threadbeast. They sent me this package. Threadbeast, if you're aware, is a company that I believe chooses clothing for you based on a profile that you set up. They'll go ahead and choose items that they feel will go along with your style. They'll go ahead, package it up, and then they'll go ahead and send it out. Now, they have different package deals. I'm not 100% sure on what type of package deal this one is or what it costs or anything of that nature. You definitely want to check out Threadbeast.com for all that information. I can't necessarily say that I have any sort of discount code yet because this is the first package they sent me, but I'm pretty excited to see what some of the contents are in this package. We're not going to do this in this video. This video is set for something else, but I want you to keep a lookout. I will be doing this within the next video or so. So first and foremost, this was something that was promoted for about 2 weeks. And what I mean promoted by 2 weeks is that there was a flyer on the front door of the store letting all Patreons know that the release was going to happen on the 13th. So one thing that we expected, because on the paper, it's what it said, Travis Scott 4's, Win Like 96 11s, and Gatorade 6s. Those were the three I guess you would say main players of the release. Now, Gatorade 6s were available. Travis Scott's were available. I didn't see no Win Like 96 11s. And I got to chalk that up to just word of mouth that I got. And that word of mouth was that Nike employees pretty much took all those pairs. You know, big shout outs to the employees and shout outs to the employees that work there. Obviously, that has to be a benefit to working at the Nike store because the pay is definitely not something that is a benefit. It's very important to know that, again, for the sake of this video, there was promotion on the front door of the location for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, everyone knew that these three shoes would be released. For the people that know, in Orlando, Florida, there are quite a few Nike locations. We have about, I want to say, 3 to 4 Nike outlets, and we have 2 Nike clearance stores. Now, a lot of people get it mixed up or get it twisted or kind of just don't know what the difference is. A Nike outlet and a Nike clearance store are two different things. While they may carry the same products, the Nike clearance store is supposed to have a lower price mark. Hence the fact that that's why they call it clearance. Unfortunately, like some of the managers in there, I believe they take it upon themselves to just jack up the price. From what I've been told, and again, this is allegedly. I don't want to say this is set in stone because, again, this is a lot of talk amongst resellers, but it's never been confirmed. Now, from what I've been told is that Nike prices at the clearance store are literally determined by the manager. The manager goes and sends an email to corporate to let them know, hey, we have Travis Scott 4s here. We believe that the crowd outside or whatever patrons that may come in the store will be willing to pay retail. Let us jack up the price. And corporate will always respond, yes. Because why wouldn't corporate respond yes? You know what I'm saying? But if it isn't for the manager, these are items that should be priced much lower than the retail value because, again, retail value is set for the retail stage. And what I mean by that is your local Foot Locker, your local Foot Action, these locations. This is where you're supposed to be purchasing items for retail. Nike.com, sneakers app, all that good stuff. Now, once you get to an outlet, it kind of makes a little sense that you wouldn't be paying that premium retail price. It's at outlet for a reason. Same thing goes for Nike clearance. And it's a breakdown. It should decrease in price as it's going to these locations, from the retail store to the outlet on down to the clearance store. Unfortunately, some managers take it upon themselves to allegedly email corporate to let them know that they can jack up the price and make that money. And of course, Nike will always agree. But In this case, the Travis Scott 4s were the only shoe that was retail. I believe Gatorade 6s rang up for around 120, and then also on the Win Like 96s, I believe rang up for 120 as well. Now, you got to think, an employee coming in being able to purchase at 30% off, they're winning. So I would think that Win Like 96s would be something that a lot of employees would cop if they had the ability to, because it's priced low and they could get an additional 30% off. So paper promotion on the store was up for 2 weeks. And you might be asking why I keep saying that. And the reason that I'm saying that is because there was an incident with an Instagram page where someone tagged me. Now, first and foremost, the Instagram page, I believe, is called Outlet Hunters or Outlet Hunter or something of that nature. I'll go ahead and flash that on the screen. Now, when you take a name like Outlet Hunter or, something of that nature, you're thinking that it's going to help you become a better shopper. You're following the page to keep up with what's dropping at the outlet, and hopefully they're feeding you the information on time to give you a fair shot at being able to get these products. Now, sometimes that's not always the case, and that's what we'll be talking about in this video. But before that, I'll touch on a few other things. Mainly one is the lineup that occurred for yesterday, and that I believe started around the closing of the store on Wednesday. So Wednesday, I believe they closed around 10, and the first people showed up around 10:30, I believe, from what I was told. Now, again, that's not something that happens on a regular basis. Usually the only time that there's a line formation is when they have Nike IDs, and that usually occurs 4, 5 in the morning. Sometimes not even that early, because quite frankly, Nike IDs are not selling as lucrative as they used to sell. So there's a lot less sellers that are coming out to purchase those shoes. It's something that people rather just wait to the opening of the store and then be able to come in and purchase. But the lineup occurred really early, to my surprise. And when I was given the word that the lineup was occurring, and I actually finally made it out here, I was number 23. Now, in the process of being number 23, what happens is the same thing that happens at most campouts. There's always that few bunch of people that think that skipping the line is something that's cool, accepted. Oh, I'll just come at 5 while other people have been there since, 1, 12, and I'll just skip. And it's just something I just don't understand, how people can still think that skipping the line is something that is going to go unnoticed by other people that are there. Quite frankly, there was a few people that tried to skip this line. And even though I'm number 23, imagine there's 23 people ahead of me. So depending on where you're trying to cut, the people that are in the back of the people you're cutting are not going to want to hear that shit, especially when the paper on the door is promoting that all the products that are being released are limited. It's not like they said, yo, we got 500 pairs of Travis Scotts. If in that case, go ahead, skip, bruh. You know what I mean? But when they're saying limited quantity, you skipping, who knows? If 5 people skip, then guess what? I'm not number 23 no more. I'm number 28. If even more people skip, then hey, I'm further back in the line, which, makes no sense why I was out there to begin with. So I definitely want to promote to people that the skipping thing, like, that shit's not cool, man. And if you're in line and someone's skipping you, open your fucking mouth. Don't just sit there and open your mouth, say something. The greater part of the line is on your side, because no one wants to see anyone skipping. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that real quick. Shout out to all the people that did attempt to try to skip that line. Middle finger to you. Eat a dick, eat a bag of dicks, drink bleach, do all that. Moving forward, let's go ahead and discuss this Instagram page again. Outlet Hunter, or whatever the name of that page is. Before I even continue on with some of the things that I'm about to say, I want to definitely point out that I have nothing against the person that's running the page. Okay, nothing against the person that's running the page. Quite frankly, if they had noticed, then they would know that I was tagged in that post per se. I didn't go hunting them down, wanting to know what's going on or talk smack or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and post a lot of the screenshots of the conversation on the screen so that you could kind of see what I'm seeing as I'm reading along. The post read, "Just got word from the plug," which, might I say, a lot of you guys are using that plug loosely. Okay. If your plug is buying 2 or 3 pairs, he's not the plug, bro. If your plug is only plugging you with 2 or 3 pairs, he's not the plug. Okay, he's a reseller. He's a middleman. You ask me, the plug is Nike. The plug is Adidas. These are the people that are the plug. Okay. Foot Locker can be the plug if the manager's in your back pocket and you're getting 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 pairs. Okay. That's the plug. Your boy on the line copping 1 pair is not the plug. Okay. But the post reads, "Just got word from the plug. Nike outlet Kissimmee, Florida has 100 pair of these right now." And if you see on the screen, he's referring to the Travis Scotts. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that the picture that he posted was posted around 10:30. Okay, 10:30. This is 10:30 day of release. The store opens at 9 o'clock. Okay, the line formation started 10 o'clock p.m. the day prior to that. Now, this is my whole thing with the post. What good is information if it's late? What good is information if I can't actually use the information? In the post, he's talking about go, 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 referring to he's posting something, go right now. When he posted that, the line was well established. So your plug can't be that much on point to the fact that they didn't even give you the information until it was too late. Quite frankly, I don't even think there was a fucking plug. Posting information after the fact is fucking useless. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I want the information an hour after they open? Even if I live in Kissimmee, Florida, I still have to make arrangements in the day to get down to the store. So how does that information help me? I respect people's time. I respect my time. Okay. I would never post, something after the fact and tell people go, go, go. You know why? Because I know that, I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the world, but I know that my word has some sort of legitimacy behind it to some people out there. So while, I may say go, 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 1,000 people may not show up to the store, but you're going to have at least 4 or 5 people show up, and they're going to show up based on my word. So when they show up and all the pairs are gone and they see the sign on the door and they ask, hey, how long has this sign been up? And people say it's been up for 2 weeks. They're going to look at Zaya like, damn, Zaya, you fucked up, nigga. Like, you knew that this bitch been up for 2 weeks. You knew that there was already a line formation. Why are you telling me go, go, go? You know what I'm saying? So that was my whole issue with that. Okay, so the original post read, "This message was posted 35 minutes ago. The plug has known for 2 weeks. Don't bother going. About 40 pairs left and 70 to 80 people still in line." Okay. And that was being very light because the 70-80 actually turned out to be much more than that. All right. So Outlet Hunter's response to that was, "Why you mad? I'm spreading knowledge the average person doesn't know. Don't understand the hate for trying to help." There was no hate. There's no reason to hate, homie. Okay. If you think about it, why would I hate? I was able to secure 4 pairs. You were just reposting, there's no hate in that. You know what I mean? But my response was, "Where did you see hate? You're spreading knowledge. Pats on the back to you. But you're telling people to go to the store, in turn setting them up for failure because your info is 2 weeks late. Why on earth would I hate if I already cooked? Now, the real hater is your plug giving you that info late." But again, the Outlet Hunter representative, I felt like as if they were trying to make it something personal. They were trying to make it something where I'm on the page lurking, hating, and I just didn't understand that. Like, it's not hate if I'm calling you out on having information late. You know what I'm saying? The purpose of having an Outlet Hunter's page, I would assume, is to provide information for people to be able to use to secure sneakers. Unfortunately, that's not what you're doing. Probably the only thing that was said that I kind of was iffy about was he referred to me as, I guess, stop hating. Why don't I try to go create content? Okay. And I just wanted to go ahead and touch on that because right now, this is what we call creating content. Me, I'm on here talking to you guys, and this is the content that's being created. Reposting a fucking picture that you got from someone else's page is not creating content. Okay. Again, remember that whole little middleman that I said? You're a fucking middleman, bro. Okay. All you're doing is reposting shit that people send you. And quite frankly, you're not verifying anything that people are sending you. So you don't even know if it's legit or not. And I feel like this is one of the problems that we're having in the culture of fashion, shoes. A lot of people are just kind of running with stories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not trying to reach out to verify any information. A lot of people are not trying to reach out to locals to verify any information. You're not really putting in any work on that page. You're really just reposting whatever anybody sends you and just going with it. Now, some people may say, oh, it's a stretch. Some people may say that, some people may still think that I'm hating. Okay. And I want to go ahead and close out with a piece of information that should show you that it's not hate at all. The next picture I'm going to post, he posted about 2 weeks ago. If you're looking at this picture, it's showing Outlet Hunters, the Nike clearance store, Orlando. Remember, I told you we have 2 Nike clearance stores. One of them is located in Kissimmee off 192. That's valid information. One of them is located off of International, over by the International Outlet. That's information. So he's posting, pick one. And he's posting Nike clearance store Orlando. Now, in this post, he didn't say go, go, go. In this post, he didn't say, hey, call the store. He didn't say none of that. He just said pick one. When you post a picture like that, the culture that we're in now, people are lazy. People don't really do the research like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where pages like this are able to take advantage. Because people don't do the research and people don't, look into things themselves, they sit in the comments and they wait. What's the number? What sizes they got? Where's this located? Why don't you do the research? You know what I'm saying? If you did the research, then you wouldn't have to rely on a outlet hunter as far as information. But they posted a picture, and if you see, they got Space Jams. I see some Playoff 9s. I see some True Blues. I see some Black Cat 6s. I see some foams. And you would think, holy shit, it's come up time. Clearance store, Nike, Orlando. I'm in the area. I'm going to go scoop up. The problem is that the picture that he used was a release from a year ago. You could go ahead and read the comments. There's actual locals in that comment, me being one of them, that called it out. Again, it's not hate, okay? Because I call you out on something that you're doing wrong doesn't mean I'm hating on you, okay? It means that I'm just calling you out on something you're doing wrong, okay? Posting a picture from a year ago, talking about pick one, Orlando clearance, Kissimmee, Florida, Orlando, Kissimmee clearance store, whatever. You're misleading the people that are following you. That's all you're doing. You're misleading the people that are following you. Okay? Granted, you don't got a fucking plug. I'm almost 100%. I'll bet the house. You don't got a fucking plug. You're just a middleman. You're just reposting what people sent. Okay? If I sent a fucking picture right now of some off-whites and I say, oh, got these at Nike clearance Orlando, guess what? You're going to be so hyped that you have that information that you're going to run with it and you're going to post it. Not verifying, not calling the store, asking if it's there, not building contacts in different locations, being able to hit up someone and say, hey, did you hear about this release? Is this there? Yap. No, you're just reposting. Okay. So there's no reason to hate on you because you're not doing anything along the lines of content creation. You're really just promoting something that someone sent you. Okay. So I just wanted to touch on these things. Again, huge release happened at Nike clearance. Kissimmee yesterday. Travis Scott 4s, Gatorade 6s, went like 96 11s. Again, it was no hate. I just simply was trying to tell people, because there were people in the comments talking about, oh shit, I'm headed there now, or oh shit, can someone go over there? And I literally went in the comments and I said, don't bother. This information is late. Okay. Big shout outs to Outlet Hunter for the inspiration to create this content that I've created today. I appreciate you, sir or Mrs., whoever's running that fucking page. My last word to the general public, the people that are watching this right now, do research, man. Do homework. He posts a picture like that. If you're in the comments talking about what's the store number, you're already in the wrong. You seen it said Kissimmee. You seen it said Orlando. Use that fucking phone of yours. Type in Orlando clearance, Kissimmee clearance. The number's going to pop up and call the store. Because guess what? While you're typing, what's the number to the store? There's some real niggas that are already calling the store. There's some real niggas that they're not even wasting their time on that post because they already know that the product's not there. They called, they're moving forward. You're still stuck on. And then there's people posting multiple times. Well, how many pairs? What was the price? This is all information you can get on your own. You don't need to rely on a page like Outlet Hunters to give you that information. On the other hand, Outlet Hunters, I challenge you to put out more information that's useful. Okay? I'm not trying to hate on the page. I'm not trying to say, oh, get rid of the page, you're useless. No. Right now you're useless because you're not really giving the information that people need. Go ahead, build those relationships. Go ahead, reach out. Start maybe keeping the contact numbers for the stores. And instead of running to post something, or even this, if you're going to run to post to get it out to be first, after you post, why don't you make some contact with the store? Why don't you get the information so that when people are asking in the comments, you could go ahead and tell them? Just a thought. But that's just me. Who am I? Regardless of that, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. A little rant, I guess you could say. I had to get that off my chest. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I ran into a few things that I had to do yesterday, so I couldn't get it out. But hopefully get this out today. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you think I have a valid point, then go ahead. Let me know. If you think your boy Zay was hating, then just keep it 100. Keep it 100 in the comments below. Let me know. You just a hater, motherfucker. All right. Besides that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, stay tuned. I have an unboxing. Big shout outs to Threadbeast for sending me this package of clothing. I'm dying to see what they chose for me because the people that know me, I'm sort of a weird dresser. You know, I actually have no style at all. So I'm actually pretty excited to see what they sent me. So again, big shout outs to Threadbeast. I appreciate you guys sending the package. And look out for the live stream. There should be a live stream going up tonight, if not tomorrow. It'll just be us just talking shit because that's all we do over here. We just talk shit. All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Everybody stay up, stay fresh, and I'll catch you on the next vid. Peace.
So whack, man. Don't quit your day job. Zaya. I know you supporting your boy, but this shit right here, man, this shit is horrible. Right now, boy. I'm the motherfucking man right now, boy. Give a fuck what anybody gotta say, boy. Getting high with my niggas and ex, boy. Oh man, whole team full of real niggas. All we want is